Hello everyone, welcome to Trial of the Controller. If you like this channel, please subscribe and follow. Today we're gonna play Root, and we're gonna play the Woodland Alliance faction, or I just call it Fox because it looks like whatever you call it. So in the previous videos, I already went through the bird faction and the cat faction, and I said that those two are the basic factions of the game. Now, if you put yourself in the shoes of a game designer, you will think of that, okay, already have two factions, both have pretty good map control, and how do I add a third faction that, doesn't require as much map control, but can still compete with those two factions in a more or less balanced way? Well, this is the answer, Woodland Alliance. In short, Woodland Alliance works kind of like the viruses in the pandemic, as my friend mentioned. That they don't actively just dominate map clearings, but instead they kind of send out these virus-like sympathy tokens that can coexist with other people, other factions. And the cat and bird can try to kill these tokens, but they will pay a price by doing so. So nobody is really willing to do that. But before you notice, they will grow into a stronger force, and they will start like having a lot of supporters and gain points easily by spreading out their sympathy like crazy, basically. So yeah, let's dive into the Woodland Alliance. Today I'm gonna do a scenario that is suited for this purpose. Let's see, base of support. So this is the scenario I'm gonna play. It only has cat, bird, and actually rabbit. They actually are rabbit faction, whatever. And sure, rabbit. And the condition is that you cannot win unless you have all three bases on the map, which is not that difficult to get. So I think I may as well play this scenario. So let's start. Okay, so the cats and birds will just get their area. Cat chose this place, and the bird start with single clearing, but will spread out quickly. Everything as usual. But then now you, as the Woodland Alliance, will go in without any map control. Okay. But you do start with those supporters. So let's just continue and see what we can do here. Now, let's look at the board. As usual, I will talk about the rules before I go into strategies. Although, frankly, I don't think I played this faction that well. We'll see. Well, at least I'll probably at least win, but we'll see. So this is your sympathy track. So sympathy means that like you basically get a token, and it's a little bit like Roost of Birds, that you get a token onto that clearing, and the token does something. But unlike birds, you don't have to dominate that clearing in order to put sympathy track. It's like you just, have some supporters there, gain the sympathy of the clearing. Doesn't mean you actually dominate that clearing. And to do it, you need to spend your supporters. So we can just do right now. Oh, actually, this is nice. So basically, you see all these costs that with different symbols because they are in different clearings. So Fox clearing, you need to spend Fox supporter. It kind of makes sense that you need local support. But right now I have 2 Fox supporters and 1 Rabbit supporter. So that means I can spread sympathy token in these places. The price of the sympathy token is 1 for the first 3, 2 for the next 3, and 3 for the next 4. With the exception that if they have 3 or more warriors, if any faction has 3 or more warriors in a clearing, then you need to add 1 more supporter. I think after I place down my first supporter, they need to be adjacent. Let's just put somewhere like here, I think. Yes, you're right. So I'm right. So basically, after I put this, I can only kind of spread out from there. Kind of like, I don't want to use the virus metaphor too much, but kind of like you spread into similar node. But anyway, I don't think there's any costs downside of building this. So I'm gonna build this. Supporters have other usage later, so definitely we shouldn't spend it too carelessly. But we're gonna do this. So I spent all my 3 supporters. Okay, so should I call? Okay, I'll keep calling it Fox because it looks like a fox. Okay, the Fox faction actually have their main, the big. Every turn has 3 phases. First zone is the start, and then daylight is now, and then evening. And the fox actually acts in the evening more, but in daylight you still have something you can do. So in daylight you can spread supporters. You can craft the card as many times. Oh, sorry. In the burst zone you can spread sympathy token. Actually, why don't we refer to this? So you do a lot of things in burst zone. Mainly just spread sympathy. That's what I was doing, and revolt, which means building a base based on your sympathy token. But we'll talk about that later. That's burst zone. In daylight, you have rather limited things you can do. You can craft. You can mobilize, meaning you turn your cards into supporters, which we're gonna do later, and then train. I'll explain that after we got a base. Finally, there's evening, that after you have a base, then you are finally able to train soldiers and gain some map presence. And so these are the things you can do. So your soldiers actually mainly move and fight during the evening, which is quite different from the other 2 factions. But for now, let's go simple. We can mobilize as many cards as we like. And ambush is nice, but at this point there's no meaning. Look at other people's hand. I don't have any fog. I don't have any. I think I may keep this. I want 2 foxes though. Okay, so mobilize into a. You see, each card turns into a supporter of the same suite. So let's just go. Don't have any. Okay, I go to nice phase. Don't have any soldiers. I'm just gonna keep going. Whatever. Okay, I draw 1 card. I'll draw more cards after I have a base, which will come soon. So cat and bird do their own thing. Let's hope that they move into my sympathy token so that I can talk about that. That's why I put my sympathy tokens there. Okay, bird, please move there. Upper right. No, they didn't. Fine. They really don't like my place. Okay, let me talk about something. So you see that cards are fairly important for the Fox faction because you can turn them into supporters, and supporters, not only they can give you sympathy tokens, but they can actually turn it into a base, which I think we're gonna do it now. Do I want a more secluded place? Let's see. I don't want to fight them. No, I think it's fine. Okay, so I can revolt. So by spending 2 supporter of the same suite, you then revolt. Revolt meaning that, a more thematically, revolt means you kind of throw away the local government and just establish your own. So now I actually dominate this area with some soldiers to start with. It will give you 2 soldiers and a officer. I'm actually not sure whether it does this every time, but basically it gives you 1 officer and some soldiers. So supporter is really important for the Fox faction, but you need cards. So how do you get cards? Well, if you build a base, it gives you 1 more card, so that's great. But another main source of card is that other people, when they enter a clearing with a sympathy token, they actually need to give you a card. So, and turn that into a supporter, basically. So if the cat moves in, and then if they have any fox card or bird card, bird counts as a wild, then they need to give it to me, and then that will turn into a supporter for me. So the same happens when they are trying to remove a sympathy token. Usually they can remove it pretty easy. They just fight it and they get 1 point. But they also need to give me a card. In case they don't have, say for example, fox or bird card, when they enter this clearing, I just draw something random and give. So I get a supporter anyway. But the only difference is that whether they lose a card or not. So that's why you want your sympathy token in strategic positions. Okay, that's almost all about the sympathy token. So I cannot revolt, I cannot spread sympathy because I don't have enough support at exactly 0. Yes. So now the day action, I probably want to mobilize something. I still don't have. Do I have 2 rabbits? I don't. It's really. I may leave them because even if I mobilize them, there's nothing I can do because I will need 2 supporters to spread sympathy right now. Yeah, let's skip this. And then now I can talk about the evening action. So now I can actually have evening actions. Wait. Sorry. Can I? Sorry. Yes. I forgot to train. Oh, spend the card. Oh, okay. So, sorry. I wanted to train some more officers for my evening action, but I can only do so by spending a card with a matching, the clearing of a base. So right now I can only spend fox card. I think this is actually one of the reasons why starting with the Steam version is great, because then you will be following all the rules. But anyway, let's go to evening. So I have 1 officer. And this officer basically allows me to do 1 thing in the evening. And so similarly, if you have 3 officers, you can do 3 things, same or different. There are 4 things you can do in the evening. There's move, there's battle, there's recruit. You recruit 1 warrior from one of your bases. And there's organize. So organize. Organize is special to the Fox faction. It means that you can sacrifice a soldier to spread a sympathy token to that clearing. And this is really, really good for later game because they get more and more expensive, but you have more and more points. So this is one way of spreading sympathy token in the late game. But right now, we're just gonna simply recruit. So, yeah, that's it. Easy. Go. Oh, get the red card. Kind of useless for Fox. Okay. They do their thing. Bit more stuff. I think as the Fox faction, you mainly keep track of their points and just okay. So they are actually trying to destroy, and they will destroy my sympathy token. Ouch. You notice that they actually don't get the higher value. This is special to Woodland Alliance, that no matter whether they are defender or attacker, they always get the higher die. So they have advantage in battle, but they have very low numbers. So supporter, I got 1 rabbit. That's great. Just need to try to spread my sympathy. I can spread back. I can also spread here. Oh, they cleared this out because they don't want me to revolt there, because I totally can. Let's see. Can also revolt here. This will clear their. They will probably. Yeah. So basically, my question now is: do I revolt here or here? Here, they will probably kill me again, which I don't want. I can do here. Then I'm actually pretty close to. Let's try here. Yeah. And not gonna craft anything. I can use the bird to create an officer, which wouldn't be bad actually. I think. I don't know if that's a good use of the bird. Sure, why not? Let's just try. So you probably noticed that you have a common pool between the officer and the soldier, and they have their numbers can add up to 10. So there's a fine balance you need to strike here. Like basically, if you can act a lot of times in the evening, you wouldn't have any soldiers. Yes, I think I'm gonna mobilize everything because I have a real chance of spreading my mouse. So let's just mobilize everything. Sure, one. Okay, but now I have two. What? Oh, sorry, I'm already at night action. I can try to spread sympathy actually, or I can try to wreck the cat, which is kind of tempting. I know sometimes you play for fun, right? At least sometimes I play for fun. But I'm just wrecking computers though. If it's a real game, that person will probably not be very happy, which is that's the essence of area control game, I will argue. Okay. See? This is great. Very nice. Right. Yeah, got 1 point. And two. Oh, I just drew them. No, I just got 1 point. That's good. Well, they built it back, but whatever. I'll keep them busy for a little bit. They might actually attack my base if they're angry enough. Oh, they didn't do anything. Well, these are normal computers, so don't expect any good higher than average performance. Yeah. Okay, they're fighting. Whatever. Cool. So, there's one thing I really want to say about a normal bird AI is that they go into turmoil all the time. I know how they can go into turmoil with 2 rules. I don't think any human players who know the rule and is not against a world-class player will ever do that. It's pretty strange. But whatever. So I can revolt, and there's really no harm at getting more base. Actually, having bases is pretty good. Okay, I revolted. So this is my second base. I must have 3 bases out, and in this particular scenario, this is actually a necessary winning condition. So, okay, I can spread, but I don't have. You see, now everywhere costs 2 or 3. So I'm just gonna skip it. And I could craft. What can I craft? I can craft that. Do I want it though? That'll give me 2 points. I do need some points, but spreading sympathy. I just want to make sure I can revolt. So maybe this time I will spread the sympathy token by sacrificing this warrior. Might be a good thing to do instead of spending. Okay, why not craft? Sure, craft. 2 points. A point. But I'm gonna mobilize the car so that I have 2 supporters to revolt. So now I can organize it. I think it's called what? Organize, right? Organize means sacrificing your soldier to create a sympathy token in the language of Woodland Alliance. Okay, I need more people. Oh yeah, by having there's so many small things. Oh, sorry. Because I built a base, so I have 1 more. All the each base comes with a free officer. So I have 3 actions I can do. I may just recruit. So it's not the end of the world if your base gets destroyed, but it's not a happy thing either. So I might just try to guard my base a little bit better. Nice. So now I draw 3 cards. So I really want my final base out that I can draw 4 cards. Really? They use an ambush card to hit 1 cat? Sure. So it's your privilege. Prerogative. Sorry, prerogative. That's the word. Okay. Hope they can last 2 turns before they go into turmoil. I know. I think this is better for explaining, but for a more fun game, I think actually the advanced version does provide some challenge. So, but that one has Vagabond, so it will probably be more confusing. And obviously, Vagabond is the next faction I'm gonna do. Anyway, I'm gonna build my base here. This is my last base, so I get one more officer. And I will draw 4 cards each turn, which is insane. Okay, nothing to spread sympathy to. You and another player draw a card. This might actually okay. Cat is kind of. Let's see. Oh, this is the only thing. Once in daylight. Really remove. I don't think that's worth it. So I can train. Let's see. 5 officer is actually kind of nice. You'll make the spreading much faster, but people might come in and try to get my base. Maybe I wouldn't do that. Oh, this is nice. I cannot keep those cards because I'll need to throw away. You always have a hand limit of 5. This can be nice though. If I spread my sympathy to... Oh, by the way, Fox faction, maybe I'll call them Woodland Lions. The crafting token comes from sympathy. So sympathy also allows you to craft. So see, I come here and craft. That cat will probably destroy me, but I think it's fine. I can craft this. So let me mobilize these 2 cards. Okay. So then I'll skip. I will keep going. Let's see. I think I should move here. Reorganize. Ta-da! Great. Give me some points. Yay. And then I want to defend my base. So I'm just gonna recruit everything. Okay, go. Easy. I feel like playing the fox is less stressful. That usually it's clear what you do, and you are almost trying to balance the cat and bird a little bit. That okay, now the cat is pretty strong. Oh, they gave me a card because they move into it. So I want to urge the cats while almost helping the bird a little bit to maintain the balance. So I feel like if you have a more I don't know how to say it. This funny personality. I don't know. It's like whimsical, maybe. Whatever. It has its own playstyle. Okay. I got the bird from the bird. It's not a pun. Now nowhere to revolt in. So I can actually spread sympathy because I have a bird, and I might do this. There's nothing bad about spreading sympathy. Let me spread it here. This will be kind of hard. No, actually. Fine, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I might actually... Wait, they just leave this open? What the heck? I may just go in, wreck them, and go back. What? They just leave these 2 open? What do they think we are? Just like sitting there doing nothing? So I really like the... this is probably useless. I mean, as Fox Fashion, initiating battle doesn't really help. But this is valuable for a cat though. A cat really needs this action. I don't think this is that helpful. I can clean this out, but what for? Let me craft this. So then I can help the bird by doing this, and I also want cards, right? But that will mean, so at the start of what? Bird song. Okay, I can still keep a card because you only discard at the end of your turn, not the start of a turn. What other thing I can craft? 2. Oh, this is nice. I don't need Fox supporter that badly, I feel. This is a rabbit. Cool. This is nice. A free 2 points. Really nice. What is this? Another free 2 points. I may actually gain more. I don't know. I can be wrong though. But if I have 3, let's see. I can spread sympathy. Yeah, maybe. I know. Again, I can be wrong. I'm gonna sack the next 2 cards though. Okay, out of cards. Wait, no. Okay, so now the question is whether I want to wreck this and come back. Oh wait, I already have the sympathy token. Don't spread sympathy or wreck this. I mean, this is such a good target. Why not? We play for fun. I play for fun. Okay. This is like free target, I know. So if we roll A1, then because they are defenseless, like this, so we actually destroy both of them. Easy. I may just need 1 warrior here. I can't be wrong. I think defenseless always add 1, independent of how many people. I can be wrong though. I need to look up this model. But I do want to defend my base. Totally. I just come here, wreck them, and come back. They didn't want to deal with this. We can set up for the next turn. We can try to say come here. I'm aiming cats because they have higher score. And then we can set up for next turn. Then we can just organize. And then it's probably, I mean, if they come in for my base, fine, do whatever. 4 cards. It's sold out. Yes, cards can be sold out. Because you are out of the... This is the Vagabond thing. So if you're curious why it's sold out, you can watch my next video. No advertisement at all. No. Okay, they're gonna give me a card. So many cards. Okay, a supporter, sorry. A bird supporter, even better. They're trying to rebuild. I forgot if recruit counts as entering. I don't think it does. Way too powerful. Fine. How many turns has it been? It's actually not many. This almost becomes a war between me and the cat instead of the bird and the cat. So you see, this can happen. Woodland Alliance is maybe a 3rd faction, but they actually, if you, I guess you can balance with the cat somehow. Not exactly, because they actually can wreck me. Not easily, but if they really are determined to wipe me out, they can do it. But they didn't, so but whatever. Use crafted card. Yes, I will. Draw. A free draw. I can look at the hand. I don't think it's fine. Okay. I can't spread my sympathy, which is amazing. So I can spread 2 this turn. I'll get 7 points. How many is that? That's so crazy. I'm gonna try the bird because the bird is less likely to attack me. Let me just try this. Sure. Bird supporter is so helpful though. Okay. I need to use these cards somehow. Oh, both of these are nice. You don't need supported that badly. Let me craft them. So you can throw this away to get an extra hit. So give me some advantage there. I don't want people to score points. But all the other cards I'm gonna throw away. I mean, change it to supporter. It's the same way when you it's the same way when you transport your Pokemon in Pokemon Go to the doctor. You are transporting, not discarding them, obviously. So I can organize here. That'll give me 4 points, and I'll basically be winning at this point. So this is what I'm gonna do. Ta-da! 4 point. So it's really powerful, especially in the late game. That if people really don't want to deal with your sympathy token. This is actually one error I made when playing against Woodland Alliance before I know how they work. That I basically ignore all this sympathy token, be like, okay, they don't really give you dominance, but they become really powerful by getting supporter when you enter it, and be getting all these points. And also crafting. They also give Fox crafting tokens. So this is one thing about fighting Fox faction, that destroy the token whenever you can. But I'm gonna let's see, where do I want to spread? I feel like it almost doesn't matter where I spread, but the bird seems like an easy target. They don't even have a battle decree. I'm just gonna recruit. Actually, I may be able to. I have 2 actions. I actually can. Oh, I made a mistake. I didn't even dominate this place. Fine, whatever. So the rule for movement is that you can either move from or move to a place you dominate. But you see, like, cat actually dominates this place, annoyingly. But I can go here. No problem. No problem. Move. We organize. Basically win at this point. I mean, there's no hope. I draw 4 cards each turn. There's no hope. Oh, I almost maxed it out my sympathy token. A card. I mean, supporter. I always mess up because they give you a card, but that gets turned into a supporter really quickly. None of them is willing to deal with me, so I don't know. I think as a human player, if any of them is a human player, they will probably try to wreck the heck out of me because I clearly have way more points than. Actually, I have almost twice as they're combined. So, yeah. It's normal AI, it's okay. Alright, I'm just gonna finish it by crafting that. Use crafted card. Sure, really, why not? You can draw. Yeah. I mean, at this point, we basically won. Alright. Good game. GG. Cool. Alright. This is the basic strategy for the Woodland Alliance. So as a final word, I think so remember in the last video I said cats kind of need to respond to the situation. Woodland Alliance, they observe the situation, but it's less like respond because they don't choose what they do. They only have one thing to do, is that spread sympathy and then build base and spread more sympathy, and that's how they win. But then where do you spread the sympathy and who do you fight is based on basically who is the strongest. Like you kind of want to suppress the strongest, buy yourself more time, and then when you infected enough clearings with your sympathy token, you basically become unstoppable. So it's more or less playing a balanced game that you also need to observe the situation and then you play the balanced game. You don't decide what to do, but you decide who do you want to work against or with, I guess. So yes, this is Woodland Alliance, and next time I'm gonna do the final faction, the Vagabond, which just a foreshadow that is a faction an area control board game introduces that doesn't govern any single clearing. So if you are intrigued by this foreshadow please tune in for my next video. Again, if you like this channel, please subscribe and follow. I'll see you next time.